back from the dead.
Place is on fire.
Hey guys, Frozen X is here, and I just have some news on when the updates for the broken dailies is getting fixed. I will show you in a second here. As you can see on the map, there are still no dailies. It is now April 10th, almost April 11th, because it's about 9 o'clock here. So the issue was, unfortunately, I was wrong. I thought the issue was server side because I had not seen an update, you know, like a patch go through onto my game, so I didn't think anything broke client side, but there's something in the game itself that must have caused the client side to stop working. They probably just had like a divide by zero error once they got to a certain day or something really just simple like that, but they don't want to release a patch for the game a few days before they're about to release another major patch, because if they release it today, you're going to have people complaining that, oh my god, you know, I want to play the game, but they're updating it every day, and so they're just going to wait till Tuesday to fix it. Honestly, doesn't really make a huge difference in the game. I haven't been playing much lately. I've just been, you know, I watched a few movies. I was playing DayZ. Well, you know, just doing other stuff. Some people are really overreacting to it, and I guess that's your opinion. I mean, if you're really that pissed off that the game's broken, I mean, yeah, I get it, you know, but I don't feel the same way. It's just whatever. And it's a couple days without dailies. I mean, I was getting bored of the game anyway. It's getting extremely repetitive. At least this will give me a nice break of the game before we get right into the Incursions update. So, overall, I'm not too pissy about it, not like some people are. I kind of hope you guys just give Ubisoft the benefit of the doubt. It's not like they did this on purpose, obviously, but people are really getting pissed off about it. And again, like I said, I get it. People want to play the game that they paid $60 for, and there's no content in the game right now other than the, you know, pretty much daily missions. It's really boring, and that sucks. I agree. But it's just, I'm one of those people that doesn't really care enough, you know. The game, even with the dailies, was boring as hell, but there's just nothing new each day. You know, I have a full high-end gear set, as you can see, so I was just kind of dicking around, trying to get ideas to make videos, and even that I'm running out of, because, you know, there's only so much ideas you can make out of a game that really has no end-game content to it. Regardless, if you really need those Phoenix credits, just so you know, if you look on your map, you can go to things like, I don't know what the other missions are, but like Russian Consulate. You can still do challenge mode missions, and as you can see, it still rewards 30 Phoenix credits. And if you didn't know, I need to stop that transmission because that's really annoying. They talk way too loud, but regardless, you can still do the challenge mode missions. They reward 30 credits, so each one is the equivalent of both your dailies, as well as the fact that you can replay them over and over again. So, I mean, if you really need those Phoenix credits, you know, just go ahead and do it that way. Some people don't like the challenge mode missions because they are kind of, you know, ridiculously hard, and I mean, if you want to play Incursions, you're going to have to get used to challenge mode anyway, so why not just give it a try? I would highly recommend, though, if you're a fresh level 30, don't immediately go into challenge mode missions. You're not really going to be of any help at all, and you're not going to have a fun time. But if you've been level 30 for a while, you probably have a few high ends. At this point, you know, with how geared some people are, you probably don't need what the minimums for challenge modes used to be. You could probably, you know, handle it if you do enough damage, stay back, and really just kind of let the as long as you have like 2 people on your team who are decent, they can carry you, but like not really full carry. Like, you still have to help, you're still going to have to revive, you're still going to have to, you know, actually do stuff, but I don't think it's really as hard as it used to be, because like I said, there's more people who have really good gear that can really balance it out for the people in the squad that don't have really good gear. Some people are just have like 200k health now, and you know, I have a feeling that this really just isn't going to make too much of a dramatic effect on the game. The people who like this game are going to like the game, and the people who aren't are going to probably get mad at this. And that's really just how it's going to be. When you started playing an MMO in the very launch or very beginning of its lifespan, you should just kind of anticipate that there are going to be mistakes and errors, and Oh man, why'd I do that? But yeah, you have to anticipate that there are going to be mistakes and errors, and you should just accept that, you know, Ubisoft is not going to fuck up this bad again. I'm sure whatever the mistake was, they are going to make sure that it will never be a mistake again, because then I would be joining the group of, okay, seriously, I paid $60 for this game, what the fuck, guys? But for now, I'm just like, you know, maybe it's just because I've been in that feeling of this, there's not really too much content in this game, and I didn't really feel motivated to play it till Incursions came out anyway. If you watch my latest videos, you can see that I've kind of stopped caring. Most of my recent videos have been on like Minecraft and other games, so yeah, I've been just trying to keep myself occupied for the better part of this weekend, which, you know, getting a break from the Division wasn't bad. I'm just excited to get back into it when Incursions come out. I think it's going to add some new content. I don't think it's going to be enough content to keep me entertained for a long time, but at least it'll be something new, something else to try. Possibly, you know, if they do it really good, maybe it will keep me interested for a long time, and maybe I'm wrong. I actually hope I'm wrong, you know? I don't know why I wouldn't want the update to really just make the game I wanted, but as far as I've seen, the game it still needs improvement, you know? They're giving out the first 2 updates for free, but I don't know. I feel like as unfinished as the game was, it's not really going to be enough. It depends on what they do in the second update, really. Like, adding Incursions is awesome. Adding the new challenge and daily missions, challenge and, oh my god, I can't even talk. Daily and weekly assignments. There we go. That'll just give you something else to do, and the Incursions will just be another thing for you to grind, so I don't know how much that's going to really retain my interest. They haven't said anything about what they're releasing in the next update, but if it's not really, you know, game-changing, then I don't know. I will say, however, what I'm most excited for, even more than the Incursions, is that, you probably know by now, there will be guaranteed high-end drops in the 1.1 update or the Incursion update, which means that I'm actually really going to like going in the Dark Zone. I'm actually going to really like going Rogue because, you know, other people will have high-ends for me to steal. So, I can't wait for that. That's probably the best thing they could have done for the game, because the reason they stated they're doing it is because too many people were just crafting weapons rather than actually getting them. And that's not even the player's fault. That's just the game's fault, you know. There were no high-end drops for, you know, most of it. And I'm sure many of you can argue, like, oh, no, you know, you just gotta really get your scavenging up. Well, I hope you know that scavenging doesn't actually raise your high-end drop rate. It just increases the, like, quality of the items that do drop. So, I mean, that's not really helping you at all. You've just gotten luckier with the RNG, and unfortunately, many of us have not got lucky with the RNG. And it really just, a game that is based on RNG, like XCOM, really works, because if your RNG is just not working out in your favor for that day or whatever, it doesn't make the game, like, break or anything. It might, you know, cause you to be really annoyed that you're missing, like, too many 87% shots and whatnot. I mean, go watch Golem's Let's Play of XCOM 2. That poor guy is so unlucky. But it doesn't ruin the game. He still gets through the game. And unfortunately with this game, it's just, when you spend 4 or 5 hours grinding the Dark Zone and you get maybe one high-end drop and it's only a performance mod, which, that happened to me, and then you're just like, I'm gonna go play Minecraft, you know, or whatever your go-to game whenever you're bored is. For me, it's Tekkit, because, you know, Minecraft itself sucks, but Tekkit is incredible. Regardless, I just, you know, if you're going to try and base your game on RNG, you gotta make it so that the RNG at least keeps the player entertained, not bored. Like, I can't explain how bored I have gotten of, wow, can't believe I died there. Too busy focusing on talking, but I can't explain how bored I've gotten of the Dark Zone, just because all it is just endless purples. I get stack after stack of purple. I'll go back to my base and empty out my extraction stash probably like 12 times before I actually get a high end, and all I do is end up with a ridiculous amount of credits, which is why I bought both the Cassidy and Rakan, and I have a ton of crafting materials, which, by the way, if you didn't know this, they are going to be changing the crafting materials, so it costs more crafting materials to upgrade, as well as just more crafting materials in general to craft. So the main point of that is go and craft all your blues and greens up to high end right now while you still can, because right now it only costs 5 for a high, or 5 blues for a high end. After Tuesday it will be 8. So, you know, just so you have enough crafting materials for all the new content that's releasing, I would highly recommend crafting up your shit now. Regardless, though, with the I keep saying regardless, sorry guys, but anyway, with all the high ends, I don't see crafting being as big of a part of the game as it's used to be, which is probably, again, like I said, the thing that makes me the most excited about the game. I've been really tired of how just, okay, how am I catching on fire over and over? This is becoming an issue. Alright, well, that, I must have been just standing in fire that I couldn't see. Probably an ethanol fire, that's all. Anyway, yeah, just the endless time that you spend in the dark zone to get basically nothing was really what the downfall of this game to me was, as well as the lack of player grouping, which I hope they fix that. That is just pissing me off at this point. I don't understand why they wouldn't put, you know, okay, if you're level 0 to 10 in the dark zone, you're in this group, 10 to 20 this group, and 20, 30 this group. But no, I'm in the dark zone, and I can be fighting level 70 people in the dark zone, and I'm like level 40 something, and that makes a huge difference. You might not think so, but it really does. It is nearly impossible for a person who is like, I mean, I could do it, but if someone who is like fresh level 30 goes in the dark zone, they're gonna get their ass handed to them, like, by any player they come across, and that's just not fun. It should be an even playing field. The people who just got into the dark zone should be only fighting the people who just got into the dark zone. It's not like it's gonna make any difference with the NPCs. I mean, they're based on level, not like, or you know, when you go higher up in the map, they get higher level, but when you go lower in the map, they get lower level. That would not affect anything. A fresh level 30 still would not be able to take on level 32 unless they got a really coordinated group together. So, you know, I don't know, I just really hate how the Dark Zone PvP is kind of handled, but regardless, I still find it fun, and I'm still gonna keep doing it. And hopefully, when incursions drop, I'll have some great new content for you guys. I'm gonna try and wrap this video up here since I'm about to kill the boss anyway. I'm probably just gonna leave you with, you know, just give Ubisoft a break. It's not that big of a deal, guys. Like, how, like, oh, it's just one weekend, and I know you're probably thinking, oh my god, it's the only time I really get to play the game. I wanted to play the game. Well, you know, go level up your second character or something. I spent some time doing that, you know. There's more stuff than dailies in the game. Not much. I at that, I will admit, not much. But the content is still there, and the game is still relatively enjoyable, especially if you're fresh level 30 or on a high-end spectrum where you can go ahead and do the challenge missions and just get, you know, high-end gear and Phoenix credits that way. But that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you agreed with me, and or if you agreed or disagreed with me, let me know in the comments. If you think I left anything out, well, also let me know. And leave a like on the video if you liked it. And hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Back from the dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited to go fucking mental on this motherfucking drop. The countdown has just begun. Are you ready? Let's go.
Now we're back from the dead.